morning, students. It's Mrs. Popp, and today I want to show you how to take notes from your graphic organizer and turn them into sentences for your editorial. So I'm looking at my graphic organizer, and the first cause I have here is the Stamp Act. I'm going to take the perspective of a patriot. So for starters, I'm reminding myself of the who, what, when, where, why. So basically, the Stamp Act, I'm remembering here, required the colonists to use stamps on basically all paper documents, everything from legal documents to playing cards. And they were charged a fee for these stamps. And so Britain was profiting off of these stamps because they were the ones requiring that they be used. So they were making a lot of money off of the stamps. And again, I'm taking the perspective of a patriot, so I want to paint Britain as the bad guy, the bully, the controlling force, and so I said here also the why is so that Britain could not only profit but also maintain control and take advantage of the colonists. So for starters, let's look at my newspaper template. I have an image here of the stamp, so that's ready. I need to put a caption in. I also need a title, but first I think I want to go ahead and write this article and then create a title that captures the gist of my article. So I'm going to jump right in to the editorial. My first sentence, I want to hook the reader. I also want to kind of get my point of view across that I'm a patriot and I'm looking at Britain as the bad guy. So it should come as no surprise that Britain is up to its same old controlling ways. There we go. Nope. Okay. Now I want to get right to the point that I'm talking about the Stamp Act. So recently, the Stamp Act was passed. I want to next explain what the Stamp Act was. So I'm going to jump back to my graphic organizer. This act, I'm going to say this act requires that we colonists, because I am one of them, I'm pretending, that we colonists purchase, I'm not going to say use these stamps, but purchase this stamp for all paper documents, from legal documents all the way to playing cards. This act requires that we colonists purchase a stamp for all paper documents, from newspapers to, see what else, legal documents, okay, newspapers to pamphlets to playing cards. I'm going to say that. Okay. I'm going to say, what's the purpose of this stamp? Nothing more than a way for Britain, to profit and maintain control over us. Okay, so right now I have more work to do. I definitely want to get to the part where I incorporate some of these additional details that I thought were interesting. about how in order to get the stamp they had to pay a collector, and a lot of the collectors were attacked. Some of their homes were burnt down. They were really afraid, and a lot of them quit even though they were paid really well. I think that would be some interesting stuff. And one of those attacks took place in Boston, which is why I left Boston as the city. So I have more work to do, but this is a good start, and hopefully this gives you an idea of how to use your notes to actually put them into complete sentences for your editorial. One last thing I want to say before I go. Please be aware, if you did copy and paste directly from your website into your graphic organizer, that you have to put this information into your own words. You can't just copy and paste it right back into an editorial, because that would be plagiarism. So good luck. I can't wait to see what you come up with and see how creative you are. Good luck.